Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. That's me Khushi, and today we're going to be doing another part of the JavaScript tutorial. So here we come on to the conditionals and loops. So yeah, let's get into it without any further ado. So here first we have the if statements, as you can see over here. So if statements are going to run unless your condition is true. Now for example, I'm going to tell a random sentence which is going to have a condition. So carry an umbrella if it's raining. So that's a condition. If it's raining, you're gonna carry the umbrella, and if not, you are not gonna take the umbrella with you. So that is how the conditional statements are gonna work. Now here we have its syntax: if, the condition, and the statement. So that's how it works, and it's gonna output this statement only if it's true, and if not, this whole block of the statement would be ignored and the next ones will be executed. So that's how the if statements work. Now let's just move on to the else. So here we have the else. Now there must be something if the if statement is not executing. Now in the previous example, if it's not raining, you're not going to carry the umbrella. Now the user might be informed that he or she doesn't have to do that thing since the condition is false. So now we have the else statement. Now here we have the else. Else statements do not have any expression in the center. They just have the bracket and they're going to be executed if the condition is false. For else, you can also skip the curly braces if the code under has only one command. Now here is an example of if and else. That's my first condition and that's my second condition. So that's how else works. Now let's just look at some more topics. In some cases, we have three or more chances of doing. Now, for example, in the raining example, we had two things which were possible. There was nothing third. But in some cases, there might be three possible statements. So yeah, let's just see. So here we have the else if statement. So else if are going to work if if and else both are false. Like you can specify another condition in your else if. So here we have it. That's an example. And this is what's happening in the code above. If the course is 1, then you have HTML. If it's 2, then we have CSS. And if none of the above are true, then it's a JavaScript tutorial. So here is how it works. The final else statement ends with an else if should be always written after the if and else if. So the last concept for today, we have the switch. If there are one or two if, else, and else if statements, the code is just going to look not readable. So to make it readable, we're going to use the switch statement instead of the if, else, and elif. So here how is the switch looks. So you can have switch, the expression, parentheses, we have the curly braces, then we have the case 1. If case 1 is true, then these are going to be the statements, and we have break. Now, why do we have break? Now, break is actually so that you can just end that loop and get into the second one. Then we have the case 2 and its statements and the break. This is going to go on till the number of cases, and it's going to see how many of the cases are true, and all of them are going to be executed if they are true. But in the end, we have a default case. The default case is something similar to like, now in an example, if none of these cases are true, the default case is gonna actually run no matter what. The switch expression is evaluated 1. The value of the expression is compared with the values of each case. And if there is a match, the block of code is executed. Now this is what happens multiples of times. Now here we have an example. If the day is 1, then it's going to be Monday. If it's 2, it's going to be Tuesday. If it's 3, it's going to be Wednesday. And if it's none of them, it's going to be another any of the days. And you can have a number of case statements which depends upon you. Now we have the break. So we have learned that switch statements take a code block, but we won't always want it to test the whole block. You can just use a break keyword so that it can just stop the execution and move to the next one. Breaking out of the switch block stops the execution of the code and then tests the next one. So that's how it works. Thanks for watching. In the next video, we are going to be seeing some of the loops which are very, very important. These were all of the conditions. Thank you. Make sure that you have liked the video, shared it, and subscribed to my channel. Also share this with your friends and comment down below.